Why am I not showing up on the screen? That's the best question.
Is your
I've got
camera on?
you. Yes, I
Hi,
thought so.
everybody. There we go. Hi.
It's probably fine. It's probably fine.
We can see you now. We see you.
Oh, it's good. How are you doing?
Oh, it's been a week.
It has been a week for you. Like, seriously.
Oh.
Right?
Can
I
you
feel
imagine, yeah.
Hey, guys.
Little gallbladder. What's up, everybody?
So
So since it is officially fall, I have my first pumpkin spice coffee.
Okay, so I attempted to make my own pumpkin spice, like a
Creamer.
chai. But I was like, ooh, I don't want. I ordered like a sugar-free one. It wasn't good. Mistakes were made. It also contained a lot of MCT oil.
Oh.
So if I run out today, just saying.
That's why I actually bought the cold brew concentrate that Starbucks has that's pumpkin spice. So that's what this is.
Okay, I have got to find my.
But I do have for later. I have pumpkin pie spice Oreos.
Ooh, oh my gosh, those are the best. The pumpkin Oreos.
I have a YouTube channel. There's not much there.
We can put her channel.
Yeah, put it up. There's some workouts in there, and I think an intuitive eating webinar. I had planned like this year was going to be a YouTube channel. Ankle blew up, so I'm a year behind.
Amazing how that works, isn't it?
I'm a year behind.
All of the things that I had planned, I'm like, yeah.
I'm like, okay, I can finally start filming now that the weather's cooling off too. Workout videos that you can like go along with.
Yeah.
So those are coming, hopefully.
OG season. DC, if you decide you want to hop in live, let me know. Or I think I already sent you the link, honestly. And then my other question, Karina, can I make you a moderator? Would you be cool with that? Just because you never know these days what's going to happen on a given stream.
Little cones. Little hold the cones from. I don't go to Trader Joe's. It's too far for me. It's outside of my 5-mile bubble.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. It is really far from me. So I get no Trader Joe's. Sweet. Thank you so much, Karina. Yeah, I get no Trader Joe's. All right, you guys. I was messaging with Jen earlier because I was like, oh, what do we want to talk about? Blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I'm gonna pull this. So this is Carl Deichler's his like closing speech. Not the like celebration, which is a freaking hot mess. You watched it, didn't you? Did you watch the celebration?
Yeah, I watched the recording of it.
It's something special.
For someone who majored in dance, someone can't dance.
No. And
I am no dancer. I am a proud chair. I will sit in a chair and I will just dance in a chair.
So I was asking my husband because I was watching it and he was like, oh, I'm so glad you're hanging out with your spouse right now. Please tell him that we say hello and thank you for sharing you with us because you're amazing.
Yep.
Anyway, so I'm watching this presentation and I show my husband like the celebration that they did, the number they did for Natasha and having them come out and doing a High School Musical thing. Like, I mean, all of it. He was like,
yeah.
Is this like a corporate event? Like,
well, I mean, last year they did that Disney style cartoon for Angie.
Like, oh god, I just can't with this. So I will say, so I did one reaction to Carl with all of his his opening stuff. But this one made me so mad. I was actually swearing like 4 minutes into the video. I was like,
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I was so mad at the things that he was saying and the shame. So I'm gonna put a disclaimer right now that there is a lot of talk about weight loss, obesity epidemic, shaming people for utilizing different things.
Kind of like his caption today.
Oh my gosh. All right. Should we talk about this?
Do you have a screenshot of it so you can show the graphic?
I don't know if I have the graphic. I'll pull the graphic up while I pull up the FAQ.
Okay.
Seriously, it was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous.
All right. So, but before we go into this, let's just flashback. Last October at Leadership, it's about health esteem. We're not a weight loss company anymore. No more before and afters.
Mhm.
No more focusing on weight loss. We're not focusing on that anymore.
Yep. And then I am going to.
And we all know that's not true because they've been sharing before and afters this entire time and saying that because they're saying beyond the transformation, it's not about weight loss, which it still is. If you're sharing before and after side by side pictures, it is absolutely 100% about weight loss.
Well, and even the programs that they're like, this is for gut health, they always lead with weight loss.
Yes.
And so it
now
just.
They have a new package.
Yes, they do.
$99. You get 1 month of BODi and a Shakeology bag.
And then as long as you do that every single month.
They're calling it the Rebel.
I swear.
Oh, you're gonna have to pull up the caption. Can you read the caption in Baby Snark? Because I don't have any of I fancy support or anything.
Let's see if I've got. Okay, so now let me share that on the screen.
Hi, Zena.
Sorry, this just came over, you guys. Like, this is breaking news.
He posted it 4 hours ago. There's been talk about this package for a while now, but he officially posted it today.
Wait, where is? Oh, crap. It's showing. Okay, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm just going to read you guys the caption. Sorry. I have no idea why I can't. Well, I do know why I can't, because it's me. Okay.
Don't ask me to do it.
Right. So this is Carl. Hold on. Let me go to Baby Snark.
That's the picture.
Yep. Oh, Jen's got it. Okay. I call this first ever 30-day weight loss bundle the $99 Rebel because it's not for the conventional. Rebels don't waste money every month on a gym membership they never use. Rebels don't chase bad diets. Rebels don't invest in weight loss drug injections without also improving their fitness and eating at the same time. Rebels take action to get results. We've never offered a monthly bundle with Shakeology at $99. It's not just a great time to lose 10 to 15 pounds in a month. With this bundle, it's an awesome time to become a partner and help everyone you know feel good, look good, and get healthy.
Okay, I downloaded a new sound today.
Bullshit. Don't forget to share this with your Rebel friends.
Here we go.
Bullshit.
I mean, there we go.
Yeah, DC, exactly.
Did he write this? You know, I'm trying to figure it out because I'm like, Carl, this doesn't jive with anything that you have been saying. However, it very much goes with what we're going to be doing today.
Yeah.
Right?
It was perfect timing for him to post this today,
Oh,
and then what he's gonna talk.
absolutely.
That's
Oh
perfect.
my gosh.
But let's just say we've never offered a monthly bundle with Shakeology at $99. Yes, you have. It was for the year of Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology.
Right? And now it's like,
When you
for
first launched it. So yes, you have. Yes, you have.
know, I'm just going to throw this out there right now that the stock closed at 0.332 today. So,
Ooh. I
yes,
still have to pop my champagne for it getting into the 30s. It's still sitting in my
right?
fridge from
They
Easter.
are definitely, they are desperate. So,
That's what this is for.
right? Okay. So now here what Bethany, it's like you're reading my mind. Okay.
Yep.
So we are, before we get into the video, I'm going to share actually the FAQ that they put out to the body coaches today for this,
Rebel package.
this rebel package. Oh wait, that's not the
Fun
one.
fact, one of the first courses I ever did was called Diet Culture Rebel.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
That was back in 2019. I look at it
Okay.
now and I'm like, ooh, that was bad.
All right. So we're going to share this. Okay. So can you guys, I don't know if you guys can read that all. Okay. But it's the all new BODi Shakeology monthly pack that features 2 of our best-selling products delivered monthly for an incredible price. This bundle is perfect for someone looking to build a strong foundation for their health esteem routine without an annual BODi membership commitment. It's only available until the end of 2023, so get it while you can. Okay, so in the FAQ, oh, are they really asking for my feedback?
Do
Oh,
it.
I'm just saying, oof. Okay, it is a moo point. All right. So the frustrating thing, right, is in the FAQ, they're talking about health esteem, but he's talking weight loss.
Yep.
Okay, so here's what they get: a monthly membership to BODi with access to all their fitness programs, a new BODi block every month, 2 healthy eating plans.
Yeah, okay.
Our mindset and personal development content, community support, 20 servings of Shakeology.
So they don't even get a 30-day
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Oh, okay, stop it. Healthy gut support. Carl, you had to create an entire program because was it 76% of your coaches had issues with their gut and they had been drinking Shakeology.
But so he's calling it a 30-day weight loss bundle, but you're only giving them okay. So this is what telling me if they're using the 20 serving bag, the 20 serving bag and the Energize bundle that they were selling, that they were trying to shill at the beginning of the year or middle of the year, whenever they launched it, didn't work.
Well, and that's
didn't
what
work. They needed a package just to get rid of these Shakeology bags.
Oh, ooh, I agree. Ooh, Jen, you're like using the noggin. That makes a lot of sense.
Because I actually ate food today.
You're not hangry right now.
Not hangry.
So here's the thing. Okay, so can you give them your personal code to give them the $20 off? No, you cannot. It doesn't meet the minimum retail price. Can I postpone my shipment of Shakeology? No. For this bundle, BODi Access is linked with the Shakeology shipment. Postponing Shakeology will result in the cancellation of the monthly BODi membership. So you have to do it every single month. The initial order will unlock 2 free super blocks. Renewal orders will unlock 1 free super block. Well, because that's part of continuing that order is that you get the free super block for all of it.
Exactly, Stacy.
Let's see. What flavors are available? Chocolate vegan or vanilla vegan? Snickerdoodle vegan will be added as an option in October. That's interesting.
It's let's just back up. Snickerdoodle is not a new flavor. They just changed the name. It is the chai. It's the vanilla chai. They just changed the name.
Okay, so you get 1 Success Club point if you can get people to sign up for that, and it is eligible for the fast start. Interesting.
Remember that one year they were just giving away boxes of pumpkin spice Shakeology until like April. I think I was gone. I was gone by that point in time.
It came with like anything you ordered. It was like, and you get a box of this.
Was it that bad? I never tried it.
Apparently it was that bad. I didn't try that one either, but yikes.
It's just, yeah, it's like the fire sale with the bike that probably just did not do well, and they have to get rid of the inventory. It's why they were using the Revitalize and Optimize for gut protocol, because it was sitting in the warehouse for the ultimate reset.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's, I think, the interesting thing and why it's so important to listen to those of us who have like more knowledge, I guess, about it. If you're thinking about doing these things, it's like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that this wasn't a new product. They had this product.
So essentially they're not, so you're getting the on-demand workouts, but you're essentially, it's a bonus. You're paying for the Shakeology. That's what they want. They want you to buy the Shakeology. And it is, like Bethany said, Shakeology price for a coach or partner or whatever is $97.
Yep.
Then you have to pay $16 for your monthly fee. So you're actually over $100. So this is less than what partners are paying. And it stays that way. Like,
absolutely.
If I was, I would totally switch to that.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, that it was after I left. So it was end of 2018, 2019.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
When I ordered 9-week control freak, there were like 60 packets of the single serving pumpkin spice. Oh man. Okay, I want to go to, let's see, someone said this. All right. This is a perfect lead in to the video that we are going to talk about, because it's basically what he is going to allege the entire time. I'm gonna have to find some type of song. So they're famous for having them come out and dance and do whatever. And so I had to remove some songs. So, all right, Jen, you ready for this?
It's been a while since I've seen it, so let's go.
Read the date.
Deichler.
There we go. Okay, so he is not willing to speak until he gets them to give him more love. He's like, come on. Like, the whole thing is so gross. It's so gross. It truly, in my opinion,
trying to hype people. Come on.
It's feeding his ego. It is feeding his ego 100%. That's what he's doing.
You see them sitting there. Some of the women in the audience are just like,
right? As there's a look at that red face. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they look so happy.
They look so glad to be there. Oh my gosh, this man.
He's just a smug air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And he's still going.
There he goes.
Can you hear him?
No.
Coach, the end of today's general session and move into what I think is probably the most important season in the history of this network. We'll be confronted with many challenges.
I agree with him on that.
I agree, because your company is going down.
Right? You are a dumpster fire. So you are correct. There are a lot of empty seats, and he's going to comment on that. I don't know if it's at the beginning or the end, but he does. He does comment on that.
Mm-hmm.
Challenges. How we respond to them is going to determine our success. We can run from challenges, or we can take them head on. We can embrace the obstacles and see how they can be opportunities. For instance, let's get specific about this and really make this usable for you. Some might perceive the attention and enthusiasm for weight loss pharmaceuticals as an obstacle right now. And I've had many partners ask me, what can we do? Everybody's getting a shot, taking a pill. They're all like, hey, I don't need to work out. I don't need to eat great. Well, how?
The complete and total disdain he has for someone who is actively looking for a solution to better their life. Now, is it going to be the best thing for everybody? No. But is it
No,
okay to
and
also have options? Yes, like
and the people that actually go to their doctors and are working with a medical team and use these drugs are also working with their doctors on movement,
Mhm.
eating a more wide variety of diet, adding more fruits and vegetables in, more lean protein. So they are doing the lifestyle changes as well. It's the women and the men and all the humans that are going to these med spas and buying the compounded versions of it that are just going to get the shots to lose the 10 pounds. Like, oh, a body partner who owns one.
right?
Um,
Who has talked about taking the shot?
yeah, but won't get a vaccine.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's the thing. I think he takes something that, I mean, are there people who are doing that? Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely, they would. However, grouping all of them together to be like, they just want to take a pill, they just want to take a shot, like, no, that's not like you can't group everyone that way and just dismiss it. And so I think
But
just the way
this
that
company does that with everything.
I know. Oh, I know. I didn't have a ton of time this afternoon. I did put in a few snarky things into this video, but because it's gonna get worse.
How can we fight the $1 billion of advertising and this magic pill mentality of a drug that seems like it's the answer that people have been waiting for? And quite honestly, I think it's the greatest opportunity.
Isn't that how you've promoted your company for 20 plus years?
Right. Just saying.
And yes, Ozempic has teamed up with Opti. Gosh.
Horrible and Noom.
And Noom and Weight Watchers.
I mean, it's everywhere. And so is it the new thing? Absolutely. Right. But whenever you find something that can be beneficial, it can also be detrimental. I mean, it just is what it is. It's how it's used, it's how it's prescribed, all of those things. But just dismissing it?
Let's just throw this out there. It is not meant for 10-pound weight loss.
Correct. Very much so. So if you're
using it as a weight loss, it is not meant for
we're
those
gonna have
last 10, 15 pounds that you're chasing that maybe, just maybe, your body isn't meant to lose that.
Yep. Absolutely.
For us and every single one of our partners. It's a great opportunity for you since we launched this network because of the focus on the issue, because all this attention, this spotlight, which the medical community is shining on the importance of having a healthy body mass index or BMI, avoiding diabetes and other consequences of obesity, heart disease, all that attention is only bringing more attention and alarm bells to the need that over 150 million adults in the US have.
But remember, we're not talking about health esteem here. He's straight up back to weight loss.
Hey, Carl, people in a normal BMI range are actually still have the possibility of getting heart disease, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, all the stuff, cancer, like still can happen. Still, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, like one of the greatest examples was like when Bob Harper from Biggest Loser had a massive heart attack. And it's like, okay, there are a lot of other factors.
They don't like to discuss the social determinants of health, though.
Well, and even if
you don't exist in this world, it's only how you exercise and what you eat.
Well, and if you look at how BMI was created, the whole process,
mathematician,
it is so bad and so racially unequitable, I would say, because it's based on
and gender too.
And gender too, right? It was based on
and class too.
Yep. So, if you want a great podcast on that one,
Maintenance phase.
maintenance phase. Oh man, their BMI podcast was so good. It was so
It's
good.
not meant like it can be used as a tool for a population,
Mhm.
but to break it down and focus on one person is just it's not meant for an individual measurement.
Absolutely.
It's not meant for that.
No.
It's still bullshit for the most part.
Mhm.
As long as you look at it, but you have the additional data to go along with it.
Well, and that's the interesting thing.
The
I mean,
holistic. You're not just looking.
I was at a lower weight, a lower BMI when I was with BODi, but my health markers were not nearly as good as they are now.
Yep.
So that's an issue. I just want to say, I see you. I can't tell you how many times I've had to order pizza because dinner was not salvageable. I mean,
Emery, it's used because of insurance companies.
absolutely it is. And yeah. Anyway, we got to keep talking about weight loss drugs because he's going to bring in an expert.
While a weight loss pharmaceutical can be an attractive shortcut, every single doctor.
It is not a shortcut.
Nope. Not
Stop
even close.
No.
Just like weight loss surgery is not a shortcut.
Correct. It is a tool. It is not a shortcut. Oh, I don't like him.
An expert will say in the same breath, it's absolutely critical that lifestyle change accompanies this pharmaceutical treatment. And we'll do a deep dive on this in a second, but let's put this into context. Some say the weight loss pharmaceutical industry could surpass, check this, $200 billion a year in revenue within 6 years. That could mean approximately like over 20 million people will be turning to these drugs as their solution. Do you think these people are going to be going to the gym regularly once they do that? Hiring trainers, naturally changing their...
If they're working with an actual medical team, yes, Carl, yes, they will.
Like his viewpoint of anybody who's using anything other than his products, obviously,
we don't do anything.
No. We don't do anything.
We
sit and eat Cheetos, right? Like
we eat Cheetos on the couch and are just lazy people.
Mm-hmm. My husband asked me, he's like, oh my gosh, like, because I told him, I'm like, I'm gonna put on makeup. I don't want to feel like a couch gremlin. He's like, you're not a couch gremlin. I'm like, some days that's the goal. It has been super rainy here, and I just want to curl up on the couch by my fireplace and not people.
I've been dealing with family medical stuff, and it's been a week. And I want to I got on my something on tinted moisturizer. That's the word I was looking for.
That's enough. That's enough. That's all you need.
That's what you get. My hair isn't up in a bun. That's like
I know. I tried to curl mine and then I had to go out in the rain. So, it's fine. It's fine.
Which means I actually washed it. I'm not gonna make it's I wouldn't be surprised if we find out within the next year or so that he's gonna try and partner with Ozempic.
It would be
or a telehealth company, kind of like what Weight Watchers is doing.
Yep, absolutely.
I would not be surprised.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. The workout that
doesn't count.
Doesn't count. And I agree. You have to potato.
I potatoed yesterday. I skipped the gym.
Good.
I potatoed yesterday. Went for some walks. I potatoed some more. Got some work done because my sleep was crap.
It's just wild though. So I just went to Las Vegas this last weekend, and I didn't take things to work out, which is wild for me because normally I would have, because I would feel like that's not an excuse. Being somewhere is not an excuse. I had more exercise minutes during that Vegas trip because you're walking a lot. But that wouldn't have counted. It wouldn't have counted unless it was that. Oh my gosh, now. Yay! Congratulations. Yay, that is amazing. And pumpkin pie flavored ice cream cake. Oof, that sounds delicious. Okay. Potato Supreme, we bow down to you. You always potato. All right, let's get this.
I think so. These 20 million people and the balance of that 150 million people have rejected the traditional fitness and diet industry. And here we are.
So he's, we're pausing him every 5 seconds. So anybody who he deems as overweight is just clearly because they're not trying.
It's because they're not using BODi.
Yeah. Oh man. All right.
With an alternative that's not pointed at the people who naturally love a healthy lifestyle, but people like me and like you, many of you, who have to work for it, who have to find a way to fit it into our lives. There's only one company that's put it together. We've established that this weekend. Fitness that takes a half hour a day or less, gives you a week off a month. Nutrition plans that let you still eat the foods you love, even a strategy to use dessert to get healthy. I see this as the biggest opportunity for every one of our partners to build groups and help people. And based on the science, I think you'll agree. So listen.
Man, he believes his own bullshit so much.
No, so he's kind of similar to when these different coaches talk. I'm like, do you really believe what you're saying right now, or do you know? And I think he
believes it.
He believes it. He has convinced himself to this point. And yeah, he is definitely separating Beachbody from a weight loss company, which is clearly what they are, and clearly because he just released this $99
30-day weight loss. It says it right in your caption, Carl.
And 10 to 15 pounds, right? Just saying.
That's
to help me put it in
a lot in a month.
Oh, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Yeah.
Scientific perspective. Please welcome to the stage the Vice President of Scientific Affairs and Research, Dr. Emily Fritz.
Oh, sorry, music again. Hey, Amber, I'm jealous that you've been napping, but if you want to hop on, you're welcome at any time, or you're welcome to just, snark in the comments because it's about
Carl,
to get
we
real.
do. Thanks for having me, everybody.
For those of you who don't know, Emily has a PhD in nutrition, exercise, and food science, and has done years of research in this field, helped us develop a 4-week gut protocol with Autumn, and has just been really behind the scenes.
How's that? I thought it was Autumn's program.
It is. It's Autumn's program. And here's the thing. She has been working for a weight loss company for years. And that, in my opinion, makes it a little bit sus, because is she truly an ethical nutrition expert? And Katz, that's exactly what So why isn't she calling this the bullshit that it is? I'm just saying. And I probably will swear more today, so I'm just gonna throw that out there. But baby swears like bullshit.
She does. She has her master's. She has a BA in exercise science and health, master's in sports science, doctorate, a PhD in nutrition, exercise and food science, and an MBA in business administration. I'm on her LinkedIn right now.
I would absolutely love to get her and Brittany talking to each other. I'm just saying, I think Brittany would have some questions for her.
Making sure that what we do lives up to the scientific standards that are available. Okay, Emily, I'm grateful for the research that you've done. You did it sort of last minute after a phone call that we had. And honestly, I'm going to try to be just a good student and let you do all the talking. So I'm going to sit here quietly.
So she started working with Beachbody in 2019.
Are you serious?
Yes. And
wait, why am
she was a principal scientist. Then she was promoted to senior director of scientific affairs, then executive director of scientific affairs. Now she is, as of June 2022, vice president of scientific affairs. And she also started her own LLC this year. And Amy's gone. Oh no, I don't have control. She's coming back.
Okay. I was gonna say not all the way. I don't know what my computer is doing right now, but it's probably gonna be fine.
Amy's disappeared again. We cannot do a live without technical difficulties.
Can you hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I have no idea what my camera is doing. So I will I guess then I can make gestures and everything at this screen. So I'm going to keep him playing. Put your finger up if you want me to pause it while I'm still trying to figure this out. Ooh, Christina had a really good question. Is it an applied PhD or just a PhD? That would be interesting to find out.
Learn.
Well, I appreciate that, Carl, and I'm grateful to be here. So we've heard that the use of these weight loss medications is coming up more and more with your customers, as the media promises that these drugs are a quick fix to years of struggle. And like you've mentioned many times today, it seems like there are people who don't think they need to eat healthy or exercise, that these drugs are an easier path towards the work that people have done.
Okay, so isn't it interesting? One, sorry, I had to switch cameras, so it may look a little bit different. But she's shaming the people that are doing this as well. And I'm just going to throw this out there. She seems like she stumbles over her words a whole lot. And so I'm wondering, she doesn't seem incredibly confident in what she's saying.
No, and yeah, Beachbody is a quick fix. That's what this new Rebel package is. Lose weight in 30 days.
Yep.
How are you not? How do they not see that?
I don't know. And that's where like the cognitive dissonance has to come in at some point for this.
To reach their weight goals. And we know that these drugs might help people who are in dire need. But it doesn't mean that people don't need the incredible fitness programs and nutrition products that BODi offers.
I'm going to call, hold on.
Bullshit.
Okay. The incredible fitness programs. Jen, as our resident expert, you want to talk about
Maybe the old school ones, maybe the new one that Shaun T is coming out with, and I wish he would leave Beachbody, but if, it makes me question, like if he's staying for the money. Like,
Well-
come on, if you really, he sees the stuff that goes on in the company and with Carl, and you're still there. Like, I don't think I could, like, I can't imagine working with a company that doesn't align with my actual values.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, even right now, I am pretty annoyed with the marketing that they have for his new program that they're calling Dig Deeper. No surprise there. But the results that he has, the body that he has achieved, they show him doing the program or whatever. That is not how he got that body.
Nope.
It's not. And so the amount of deception, in my opinion, is ridiculous, because if they just pair it with portion fix and to be mindset, that's an issue. Oh, I look so pretty today. Thanks. I decided to put on makeup. My husband was very surprised.
Yeah, there was a somebody was asking on one of their posts about it, whether or not it was going to have its own nutrition program, and nobody was answering that question. Like that question, it was asked a lot, and Beachbody's marketing team wasn't even touching that question. They were just going, and it was like above and below, and like they're just going around that question. They're not answering it.
Well, especially you've got Autumn talking about too much protein, right? I mean, come on. I believe
Friends,
that
unless you have a kidney issue, you will never. No, you're fine.
No. And my guess is that yes, the super trainers are in the contract, because we know Chris Downing was, and there was a whole thing with that one. So, all right. And he just resigned a new contract. Yuck.
To support their health esteem journey. So thanks for the invite, Carl. I'm going to go through a few different facts about these drugs and how we can still be an important part of people's weight loss journey. So whether they elect to use these medications or not, a health esteem routine can have lasting benefits for their health. Now, the drugs we've heard the most about are two injectable drugs called Ozempic and Wegovy. And both of these drugs are taken weekly and contain an active molecule called semaglutide. Their original use was for diabetes, but in the clinical studies, they found these drugs worked by helping people lose weight because they were less hungry, which that gave them better control over their appetite, so they ate less food, which we all know leads to weight loss. So I'm going to present some facts here, the first of which you've all heard in the media. These drugs are expensive, and so they cost about $1,000 per month. And unfortunately, the prescriptions are often lacking any clear and specific recommendations about diet and exercise other
I
Not if
disagree.
you're working with a medical professional.
Which you would be if she said specifically prescriptions. I mean, if again, as long as they're reputable, because I mean, Beachbody has their doctors that are quite interesting with the things that they show. But the fact that they're like, oh, well, you're gonna be paying $1,000, but not doing anything else. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it.
The people that do that are going to the med spas.
Yeah.
They're not going to see an actual doctor.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, Stacey says I have a coworker on it. Yeah, no, they are very much looking at it holistically. The majority of people, okay? Like
than the classic eat less and move more. Now, the clinical studies on these drugs have shown that they can help people lose weight. There's no denying that. But there are some important things to note. The first is that the largest study showed that the average amount of weight people lost over the 16 months of the clinical was about 15% of their starting body weight. Now, if you do the math on that, it works out to about a half pound per week, which is actually pretty close to what most people can expect to lose with a structured diet and exercise program that they.
Okay, I'm going to pause that right there because we're going to go in. I think I had to take the sound out of it, but you'll know what this is. You'll know what this is.
So before you do,
Mhm.
in Carl's post, she half a pound a week, half a pound to 2 pounds a week. If you're following something, right?
Correct.
Carl's lose 10 to 15 pounds in a month. I'm like, that's
And this is
2.5 pounds or more a week.
This is your 21-day fix commercial.
Yeah, it is.
Infomercial.
Amber, are you in this one?
Right? So 10 pounds, 10 inches, 3 weeks. This is what they're putting out, but they're saying that 0.5 is actually a really good amount. 10
It's
pounds.
safe.
I just want to pause this one because who's this? Do you know who it is?
Who is that?
Brad Bizjack.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Sure is. He lost 16 pounds and 13 inches in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. That's okay.
That's eating at a very severe calorie deficit. End of story.
Here's my other favorite one. The reason
It's Christina.
The reason I included this one is because Christina has before and afters for years. So you're saying that doing these weight loss drugs is not going to give you sustained weight loss. Neither is Beachbody.
Nope.
Because I would call it a plethora of before and afters that each of these coaches have for each program shows that they're not sustainable either.
Yep.
It makes me so frustrated when they're just going to put anyone down that's not them, right? Yeah, her hair's not even like this anymore. No. Yeah. Emery, I don't get the point in trying to lose weight when you're skinny to begin with. Her hair is not long now. She's been spiking it up, but I haven't looked at her stuff in a while, so she may be. I don't know what she's doing with it, but it has.
Look at the language though. Fast results.
Yep.
Just so, when I don't guarantee any type of results with my clients and people I work with. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because everybody's individual. It's like you will see results. What they're going to be, we won't know until they start happening.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Everybody's body is going to respond differently. So to say like that everyone is going to be able to get simple fitness, simple eating, fast results, like no. So Christina, all of these that I showed are actually, they say day 1 to day 21. The ones that were like 10 rounds or 4 rounds of it, I didn't leave those in there because to me that's kind of deceptive in my opinion. But at least on this one, they actually showed that it was after 10 rounds. The others, they put it in the little tiny print at the bottom of the screen.
The other thing that's important to note is that it's not 100% effective. There were about 14% of the subjects in the clinical that lost less than 5% of their starting body weight. So unfortunately, there are still some people that don't see a lot of benefit from the use of these drugs.
Okay, so the amount of weight that people
Do you have a comment, Jen? I saw the sigh.
They still lost weight. And it's probably more sustainable than Beachbodies.
And it's more sustainable than losing 16 pounds in 3 weeks.
Yep.
Like that is not sustainable. And she's going to keep going.
lost in the clinicals, it's reasonable, half pound a week, but costs a lot. Some say, as you said, about $1,000 a month with no guarantee that it's going to be reimbursed by insurance companies, and the results aren't guaranteed. Are there other downsides?
Yeah, I think this is the most important piece for us to consider, Carl. You've talked a lot about the importance of this routine for long-term health. And a few things stand out in my mind. In the short term, many people who use these drugs will experience mild side effects, things like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. And those side effects get stronger as the dose of medicine they're prescribed increases. And sure, that's uncomfortable, it's unpleasant, but the real concern is for the long-term issues that people might not fully consider when they explore the use of these medications as an option. So because people using these drugs are much less hungry, they consume fewer calories and nutrients each day.
Do you have a comment on that, Jen?
That's why they work with medical professionals and usually a dietitian. I actually have talked to a few people who are on it, and they work with dietitians. They work with the medical professionals. They said you need to make sure you're taking these supplements while you are eating your food.
Well, and it's interesting. So, like Katz said, yes. Okay. Yeah, your supplements can possibly do that too. I know a lot of people who had nausea and diarrhea drinking Shakeology. And apparently, right, I did too. Apparently, like how many percent? 70 something percent suffered from gut issues.
And let's talk about how many supplements are all of these people taking. We've seen the Autumn's pills lined up. Kat put up Ashley. Like,
oh man.
If you have to take that many supplements to supplement your diet to get all your nutrients in, don't you think you should actually just start looking at the food first? Because you're not eating enough.
No, absolutely. Oh, did you see my cup?
I love it.
Guess what I did in Vegas? I went to RuPaul's Drag Race.
Nice.
It was so fun. It was amazing. Just saying. So, I got my rainbow cup to fit in a RuPaul's Drag Race because it was awesome. So, just saying, if you're ever in Vegas, go to RuPaul's Drag Race Live.
And it makes sense that helps with weight loss, but if people don't increase the quality of their diet, they can struggle with malnutrition and be at risk for nutrient deficiencies. Now, when you're eating fewer calories, those calories need to count, right? So they have to be high quality and nutrient dense. And unfortunately, most doctors are not working with their patients to provide very specific diet.
I would like to see her facts on that. Can I get
that is a very broad and general statement to throw out there. She has no idea.
No.
She has no idea what doctors are doing with their patients, and she shouldn't because it would be a HIPAA violation.
Correct. Right. And here's the thing. I mean, I definitely ended up with some nutritional deficiencies because I was not eating enough to sustain the workouts that I was doing.
Yep.
I just wasn't. And so to say this is super problematic.
Yep.
Dietary recommendations. So patients taking these medications are left to figure it out on their own.
No,
Unless they're
no, they're
proactive,
not.
they'll continue to eat the same stuff that they've been eating, just less of it. And they won't learn how to get that high quality, healthy diet, which can catch up to them in the long
Again,
run.
the people she's talking about are the ones going to the med spas. You know, the ones where you go and get the facials and you freeze off your fat, and they use compounded semaglutide. I can never say it right. They're not actually using Ozempic or the name brand stuff. They're they're compounding them. And there's a place around here that has been doing it actually for forever. And they're on the radio all the time. And every time I'm here, I'm just like, ugh. And it's a weight loss spa. It's a med spa. It's not.
Absolutely.
Yes, you're seeing doctors, and they actually talk about, people go to this one that you work with, and they talk about eating and exercise and habits. So she's just trying to paint this as a picture is like, anybody who's taking this is still not going to do shit.
Yep. Absolutely.
We need to get them all on BODi. That's all. That's what she's doing right now. She's putting that in there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we know it's important for people to get key nutrients, things like vitamins, minerals, fiber. And when you're trying to lose weight, protein is especially important. And
do you think she talks to Autumn? I mean, supposedly she did the gut protocol with her. Do you think they're on the same page? Because
No.
just saying.
this is where we can help. So our eating plans, as you mentioned, can help teach people how to get that nutrient-dense, healthy diet. Plus, we all know about the benefits of Shakeology. And then
We do.
the thing
I mean, obviously it's amazing. So many of your coaches are struggling on it. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
that's really a concern is that people experience a decrease in their lean body mass or muscle mass. And this was a finding that was reported in the clinical studies of these drugs. About 40% of the weight that people lost came from muscle. And that's very common when people eat less, don't include enough protein in their diet, or do exercise. But
I have questions. What was that? What?
That made no sense. That last part, or do exercise.
Or
Why
do
would they lose muscle mass if they're exercise?
I'm going to restart that real quick because that didn't make any sense.
lost came from muscle. And that's very common when people eat less, don't include enough protein in their diet, or do exercise. But the word
That makes no sense to me.
So if you exercise, you're going to lose muscle mass?
Or did she mean to say, or don't do exercise?
I would have.
Look,
Yeah, that's
if you are eating in a calorie deficit, you are going to lose fat and muscle. It's going to that is just the process of it. You don't just lose body fat when you are eating in a calorie deficit. You do lose muscle, lean muscle as well, which is why lifting weights is important.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. So if they are losing, I mean, she had to have misspoke on that one.
Yeah, it didn't sound right.
Okay, so just let's look at some of this. So if you are losing, she said what, 40% was muscle loss?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I am doing a standard diet, if you will, and they're saying that, a half a pound a week. So I'm losing a pound and a half. I would be losing like 0.6 pounds would be muscle. Okay, but what about the person that's losing 16 pounds in 3 weeks? How much of that would be muscle? Or is it all water?
It's water and muscle. It's not going to be a lot of fat loss yet.
No, I mean, that's the thing. Like, how can they feel good about saying those things, knowing full well that their products do the same?
Yep.
This is why I was so mad watching this earlier. Whew.
first part about losing muscle is that people can experience decreases in bone mass, because our muscles actually pull against our bones to make them stronger. So even though markers of bone health weren't reported in these studies, it's very possible that people will experience decreases in bone mass with the use of these drugs because of the combination of a lower calorie intake and decreasing muscle mass. And we've talked about it, you all know this, which is great, but strong muscles and dense bones are very, very important for long-term health and quality of life as we get older. And our fitness programs can be a huge benefit for maintaining muscle mass, which has fantastic benefits for our long-term health.
Okay. Can we talk about their programs?
Not if you're talking about Autumn's program.
No. And here's
Or
my
even
other...
like, if somebody is first starting out and they start with Autumn's programs, or they start with a bar program or something, you are going to gain muscle mass. It's going to happen because you're newer. But if you keep going, eventually those programs, you're not going to get the same adaptations from it. You have to progress them. You have to go heavier. You have to use lower reps. Like, if you want to get being active on a daily basis, awesome. But if you're actually trying to work at building muscle, preserving the bone density and your muscle mass, you have to go heavier.
Absolutely. And here's the problem that I had as a coach, that before I became a coach, I had done Chalene Extreme, and I had lost a lot of weight, and I was incredibly toned. That program, I loved that program. It was fantastic. But then as a coach, I had to do whatever program came next. Everyone was selling 21-day fix. So I switched to 21-day fix, and a lot of the progress that I had made with Chalene Extreme left because I didn't continue to lift heavy. And so to put this blanket statement out there just seems...
They make a lot of blanket statements.
Yeah. 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 Introducing a hypothesis against the data? That's kind of sus. Yeah.
Plus, we offer products that can help people increase their protein intake, which will help them maintain muscle mass. Things like Recover, Shakeology, even Beachbody gives you a little extra bit of protein.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna do some looking, because guess what, Jen? I've already got the supplement facts up. Just hold on. Okay, let's look at the Beachbody peanut butter chocolate. So if you look at the supplement facts for it, where is it? Okay. The supplement facts tell you that the protein is, that's 10 grams.
I'd rather have the Robert Irvine chocolate peanut butter.
Correct. That's what I actually I bought the...
And it's the same amount of calories, twice the amount of protein.
Right? I just bought that one.
So much better.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that was the Beach Bar. It is not. And did you guys see the hold on. Let me go back over to this. Did you guys see the cost?
Yeah.
$40 for 15 bars. What?
But how much is it as a coach? Take your coach discount.
It defaulted to 5. To quantity of 5. No. Okay.
Oh, I got 18 bars from Costco.
Right.
For $19. And I actually multiply that by 4 because I bought 4 boxes of them because they were on sale for $19.
Exactly. I mean, I bought some yesterday. I bought peanut butter and jelly bake bars or something that were the Robert Irvines. I haven't tried those yet, but
you're okay.
Because but it was super cheap. Like they were on a really good sale. And I was like, well, it's a really good amount of protein for that amount of like calorie and all of those things. So yes. So is it? Okay. No. And let's look at Shakeology.
Shakeology is not a protein shake. They cannot call it a protein shake because it doesn't have enough protein for it to be called a protein shake.
And so the fact that she was talking about that is like a great source of protein. No, it's not. There we go. Okay. So for Shakeology, let's pull up their ingredients and let's supplement fact. Now, I'm all about like, especially, let's say that this would have the most amazing amount of protein in it. Okay, I would try and make it work because it tasted really good. Okay, it doesn't taste good and it doesn't have a great amount of protein.
Nope.
It doesn't have either one. And it's freaking expensive.
Chocolate milk is one of the best post-workout drinks you can possibly have. Not even the Fairlife ones that I get at Costco that have the 30 grams of protein in it. Just a glass of chocolate milk.
Yep. And why is that? Why is that such a good one?
Protein and carbs.
There you go. Yeah, she definitely is doing a word salad up here. Cliff Builder bars. Yeah, like 12 for $20. So the amount, how expensive it is. No, for
And they're
what
not that good. I remember having them and they were just dry and you needed something to drink with.
Right. Now, I will say Recover, I liked Recover. I thought it tasted good. It did have a good amount of protein in it. But that's not the one that they don't really push that one as much.
And they
right?
got rid of Recharge.
Why did they do that? Do you know? Why did they get rid of it?
Which maybe it wasn't selling. They had to cut down on their products. It wasn't selling, which was funny though, because last year they hiked it because of Lift More.
Mm-hmm.
Because Joel talked about it. And on stage, Carl said you need to drink Recharge at night because you lose muscle mass while you sleep. And I'm like, that's not how that works.
No.
We rebuild and build muscle as we sleep. So that's Recharge would help with that. And that is when Joel blocked me because I asked him why he didn't correct Carl on stage. That's how I got blocked by Joel Freeman.
That's hilarious. So Shakeology, they used to call it your healthiest meal of the day, and then they had to quit calling it that because it does not have sufficient nutrients to be called a meal. So now it's being billed as your super healthy dessert, which is so wrong on so many ways. All right. Okay. We'll keep her going.
During the course of the day. And now, the biggest thing that people have been talking about in the media. What happens when you stop taking these medications? They aren't meant to be used forever, and the longest clinical studies of these medications are about 16 months in duration. The companies that make these medications then followed people after they stopped taking the medication to see what would happen. And I have some images for you that show what happens once people stop taking these medications. So as you can see from this graph here, the left side of the graph is the amount of time people were taking the medication. So you can see that there's that weight loss that I talked about 15% of their body weight. And on average, after that year, people regained about 2/3 of the weight that they lost. And about 1/3 of that weight came back in the first 3 months after people stopped the injections. But this next graph takes it one step further. So this is showing the amount of weight people regained differed based on the amount of weight that they lost. So the lightest bar at the very top of this graph shows the people who lost the least amount of weight, that 14% who didn't see the benefits of using the prescription that I mentioned earlier. Those people actually ended up weighing more 1 year after stopping the medication than they did when they started the study. So
So here's my question though. Do they follow
Sam, the source is on the slide.
This
is actually a real thing. But this is hilarious to me because this is what when people study diets and they do the long-term cohort studies of diets, the same thing happens.
Absolutely.
Anytime the same thing. There are going to be people that are able to keep the weight off, right? But a lot of people start regaining weight back, and it depends on how it's nuanced, it's individual, it's fact, but people regain weight. It's part of that up and down yo-yo dieting.
I'm looking to see, I don't know if it says which medication it was. I'm having a hard time reading it. I can see if I can find it Well, hell, if she's not going to put it up there, why should I look for it? Anyway, but I know it is like, I don't have the specific data, right? But I would be interested to see, do they follow people that do their programs? Do they follow them to see if they regain the weight?
No, because I regained all of mine back.
I have 2 at this point now. My family cannot find, they're making spaghetti and meatballs and they're like, where are the meatballs?
Are they in the freezer? Because that's where mine are.
They're in the freezer. But then they're like, in the inside freezer or the outside freezer? Because we do have 2.
I get the same questions here.
Oh, God. I don't know why I'm the only one who can find things. I even knew which shelf they were on in the inside freezer. Anyway, but the reason that I'm going to say would suggest that Beachbody has very similar results is the fact, again, all of the before and afters look pretty identical. So they're not maintaining theirs either.
So where is it? I've read a study somewhere. My office is a mess. But it's when going through some of my coursework and certifications, people lose weight, and the ones that are constantly battling the yo-yo diets, chronic dieting and losing and gaining, you actually you lose weight and you gain a little bit more and so people end up keeping going up instead of steady. These people do not believe, these people as in Beachbody, maintenance. You
Absolutely.
always are in a weight loss phase, and that is not healthy.
No.
Because you end up doing this.
Well, and here's the thing. If you do try to maintain a weight loss or like a maintenance phase, you're not going to get the customers.
Nope.
I felt like I had to have a before and after in order to sell the next program.
Yep. Always.
You just did. You always had to have a before and after.
2 lines below represent the people who lost between 5 and 15% of their starting weight. Those individuals ended up right about where they started. So if you combine that 14 and 36%, that means about 50% of the people in these clinical studies didn't see lasting weight loss benefits 1 year after stopping. Now, this is where the long-term health esteem routine can really help.
Okay, but you're giving data points for this. I want data points for your programs.
Yep.
Right? I would like to see the exact same. So they're going to compare the 2, but you can't because you don't have any information like this. They're using that graph type wrong. Yes.
They're using it in order to push their agenda.
They absolutely are using it to push the narrative that they want to.
So in all of the research on weight loss, it is clear that losing weight is difficult, but many of us know that keeping that weight off is much, much harder. And just like fad diets, the use of these drugs can impact hunger hormones and metabolic rates, and that makes it really difficult for people to keep that weight off for the long haul.
Your container system is a fad diet.
Right?
Gut protocol is a fad diet.
I mean,
To be
really?
mindset is a fad diet.
She doesn't even see it.
She does, but she's getting paid not to.
I'm probably getting paid a whole lot of money.
So the pattern after people stop taking these drugs is clear. Imagine if the people in these clinical studies had to pay for drugs over the 16 months that they were followed. 50% of them would have spent around $16,000 to end up back where they started or with an even steeper hill to climb. In studies of successful weight maintenance, a few things are very clear. The first is that good nutrition matters and high levels of physical activity matter. Social support.
I would be curious on what high levels of physical activity would be. What would a high level be?
Keep her plan.
And self-monitoring are very important to keeping weight off, not to mention the importance of a positive mindset. We offer the valuable tools that people can use to help them lose weight and keep it off, regardless of the path they took to get here.
Yeah, so where does this leave us? I mean, they're not going to go away.
For sure, Carl. And I think there are a few things that are clear from the science, both my expertise on the weight loss science in general, but then also the clinical.
I think she was trying to correct herself right there. Like, oh, wait, we're not supposed to be a weight loss company, so I shouldn't be saying weight loss science.
Right.
Studies of these drugs. You've mentioned it before already this evening. These drugs will be necessary for some people, but regardless of their popularity and attention, they can serve as evidence that many people desperately want to lose weight and are willing to go to great lengths and spend an abundance of their hard-earned money to achieve that goal.
Okay, but how many people truly can afford, like, they're like, look at all these people that would do this. The majority of people would not be spending $1,000 a month for this.
Nope.
So Sam, right now they're talking about Wegovy and Ozempic.
Also, we've talked about it, diet and exercise are still essential. More than ever, people will need health esteem. These drugs are not.
There is no such thing as health esteem outside of Beachbody.
Nope.
Let's just throw that out there. This is a made-up category that you can easily say that you are the leader in because you're the only one in it. Nobody else is buying this.
Magical. Sure, they work well, but when people stop taking them, they experience the same struggles with weight regain and sometimes may find themselves in a worse position.
The same thing happens when you go on a restrictive diet like 21 Day Fix and 2B Mindset and Gut Protocol.
Yep.
And Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig and Nutrisystem and South Beach. I will throw all of them out there.
Right. All
The
of
same
them.
thing happens. Same thing, including what your company does.
Yes, it is.
With stronger cravings, less muscle mass, slower metabolisms. And creating a health esteem routine is going to be a really important part of any weight loss journey, whether people choose to use these medications or not. Our offerings and the support of our partners, their accountability groups, you're all needed more than ever. And
you are not qualified to help these people.
That was exactly what I was like. Do they really need your help? No, they need their physician. They need it. If they can afford it, a nutritionist, a personal trainer.
And your personal trainer should be working in tandem with your doctor and your RD as
Correct.
a team.
As a team.
I team with dietitians and doctors all the time.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. A lot of these. That's interesting. It was 700 or 70 to 400 a month. The later is for a weird dosage of it without insurance, is there's manufacturer coupons for it. Interesting. Yeah, my metabolism was shot after I finished my little foray into, I mean, I would say both Beachbody and Improve It. By the end of those, I was in a rough way.
And I think that this serves to make our offering more valuable and affordable because more than ever, we provide a solution that's effective and sustainable.
It's awesome. Thank you.
I just
No, it's not.
Here, let's use this.
For a lot of people, it is not.
Using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
I just had to hear my Princess Bride sound right there. Because
okay. It is sustainable for some people. Some people, they don't have issues with it. Some people, fine. But there are those of us, there are many of us who it was not. And we get thrown under the bus and you're like pushed aside. Don't listen to them. They're haters. They're trolls. They're just jealous, blah, 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 because they couldn't make it. Yeah, no.
Emily, now look, you presented a lot of information, and we wanted to make it easy for people to be able to retain that. So how can everybody take this with them?
So I know we went through a lot of information in a short amount of time, so I put together a fact sheet for all of you. If you pull your phones out, you can scan this QR code. And
hold on. Okay, so this is what the QR code went to. This is the weight loss medication fact sheet that she just did, and it is going to highlight any bad thing that has been said about these weight loss drugs. And comparing it to
It's not biased at all.
no, it's completely all evidence based. I am sure.
It's not cherry picked at all.
Mm-mm. No. So yeah,
It has all of those key things
I'm going to just hold this there. If anyone wants to take a picture of that QR code, you can, and you can go look at the completely crappy weight loss sheet that they produced.
talked about regarding the science behind these medications.
It's awesome. So let's keep that up for a while so everybody can grab it. And thank you so much, Emily.
Yeah, let's look at some of these. Oh, Shelby, you're good. You're just in time. Yeah, absolutely. Medical, yeah. I mean, oh, it's so frustrating. I don't know. Sam was asking if they're going to fund the drugs and give them for free. In the United States, nothing's for free. So,
Nope.
No.
Emily, it's important, and the work that you do connecting these two worlds is so important to us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and enjoy the rest of Summit. I'm so grateful to be here.
Awesome.
I've had goosebumps for days now.
Thanks, Emily. Emily Fritz, everybody. Gang, this is a big deal because this opportunity is knocking on everybody's door. It's in the news, it's everywhere, and we know that everybody wants to live a healthy, fulfilling life, right? Health esteem is the first category that makes feeling good the top priority, not just weight loss.
But yet he is doing all things weight loss now. Your weight loss, your month weight loss pack. Stop it.
Not just vanity, but feeling good emotionally, physically. Everyone who invests in these pharmaceuticals is driven to feel better, no doubt. In this case, to lose weight and have control of their cravings. But in order to feel good, they literally need to have a health esteem routine. Not just
Nobody needs a health esteem routine, Carl. You made it up. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, yes, right. Insurance covers it for diabetics.
Yep, they sure do.
just a
And there are
workout
some that
program.
are starting to cover it for weight loss, but you kind of have to fight them for it.
Yeah, I would say you probably have to go through a lot of underwriting for that and like additional approvals and that kind of thing. I don't know. And they again would probably look at the BMI, which
I will tell you if you're trying to get them for a 10-pound weight loss, insurance will not cover it.
no, they will not.
That they do for a little bit, not just an eating plan that they do for a month to lose 5 pounds, which they probably won't stick to because it deprives them of the enjoyment of the food that they love. And definitely not a succeed at all costs mentality. Let me just pay 16 grand to get rid of the weight because that's gonna.
What the hell is he talking about?
Ugh.
Like,
Yes, that's what's happening. They just think
clearly
they're going to pay the $16,000 or however much it's going to cost them for these drugs, and it's all going to come off, and it's all going to be fine.
Yep,
No.
absolutely. Says the man who has his wife creating concoctions for him in the kitchen that has like how many different ingredients. Like that's where apparently first thing and last thing were formulated were specifically for him, right? Like, oh, my head's going to explode with him. Sam, they're saying that it would be $1,000 a month for about 16 months. So they're saying $16,000. That's how they got to that. Which again is kind of an arbitrary number because the price can vary greatly.
Yes.
Boomerang around and hit them in the back of the head when they decide to stop taking the drugs and the weight comes back on and then they'll be worse off. We
Again,
have a chance.
this happens with all.
I mean, and I would agree.
It happens all the time with restrictive dieting,
And
whether you're taking a drug or not. And I'm pretty sure I've experienced it. Amy's experienced. Everybody in the live chat, you've probably experienced it too. And I had my group do an exercise once. I'm like, write down every single diet you've gone on with the purpose of losing weight. Every single time. And if you've done one multiple times, write it down. And there's like 30, 40 lists was 30, 40, 50 long. You know, it's just, ugh.
That is really interesting. Yeah, so I just wanted to make a comment on what Stacy had put up, because this is one of the issues, is that a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, I know of several of the coaches who have had mommy makeovers, but then they attribute that body change to Beachbody programs. And that, again, there's so much, in my opinion, deception with the
Well,
way
now you have them all shilling Trim Fit and collagen from a different company,
Yep.
and saying, this is my results. And they're using Beachbody. So they're saying, no, Beachbody, no, that.
Enter Anita Myron, stage left. Let's go.
Screw you, Amy.
Suck it, Amy. That's got to be one of my favorite. I'm pretty sure she's a fan. I don't know. I'm just saying. She loves me. She loves me deep down, I think.
To provide that healthy lifestyle that covers all the bases. I'm talking about fitness and nutrition, including a superfood dessert plan and developing a healthy, positive mindset that will help them unravel some of the emotional reactions that are at the root of this behavior in the first place.
Let's completely skip social determinants of health again, Carl.
And any genetics, like all of these different things, it's that we're all in emotional distress.
Environment, access, job, school, kids, stress,
conditions,
race, gender, ethnicity.
Like to just completely discount everything else and say,
hey, Aaron,
the reason people are overweight or obese is it all boils down to emotional issues. Sir? I don't think so.
Your partners are not qualified to help with.
No. And okay. And let's say, like, most dramatical physical changes are often due to surgery. I can actually tell you that for me, I gained weight this last year. Why? Because I had 2 knee replacements. My activity level decreased rapidly. It didn't have anything to do with emotional issues. It was physical. Come on. Ew, I don't like this man.
Health esteem is the phrase for the full package, and that's where we come in.
But
it's not. It's not where you come in. It is where professionals should come in. And if you truly are having emotional issues, and that is one of the reasons, if you're able to, maybe seek out a licensed therapist who could help you.
Not a life coach.
Not a life coach, not a Beachbody partner, body partner, Beachbody coach, whatever they want to call them, right? No.
The proof of what's possible by you demonstrating that you are the proof of doing these programs, the ease of a body block, 3 weeks a month, 5 days a week, around a half hour a day, eating plans that don't require deprivation to be healthy, with the tools of.
Excuse me? Has he looked at the food lists?
I will bring this up every time. Do whatever eating plan you want, but do not say your eating plan is healthful or healthy if you tell people to eat less food so they can have alcohol.
That is correct. If you're substituting alcohol for nutrition.
Sweet potato.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. No. Nope. No, thank you, sir.
Of a health esteem routine, you can be the superheroes who help these folks make the investment in drug treatments that can be very important for them, but you're going to be the one that actually makes it pay off with lifestyle. Or in many cases, we can show people that perhaps they could give a health esteem routine a try for a couple months before they start the injections, since they need to make lasting lifestyle changes happen anyway in order to preserve the.
His coaches don't make lasting lifestyle changes.
Nope.
Because they bounce back and forth and they yo-yo like nobody's business. I showed it with, Christina Delgado, her 21-day fix before and after. Then she had a great gut protocol one. She had a great, all of them.
All of them.
All of them. Yeah. Right. Here, yeah. Has he seen the diet plan? 16 ounces of water before a meal. And it's strictly volume based.
Yeah.
Oh, he yeah, he's completely out. And here's the thing. I mean, I felt guilty after I was injured, right? And I had my knee surgery. This is when I was doing Beachbody. So I'd had a scope and a lot of things done. I felt guilty for not working out. It
Man,
was as fast as you can.
Oh, Sam, I feel that ankle sprain. Just
Ooh, right?
Start slowly. Oh yeah, Erin, water first, veggies most.
And Erin, also with this plan, you also have to weigh every single day so that you'll know that what you did yesterday was what you should be doing to achieve a weight loss day.
Yes, you either have a weight loss day or a weight gain day.
Mm-hmm. And we all know that if you have a weight loss day, it's
And
only does with what you did yesterday. Like what?
And stay away from rice and pasta and potatoes and starchy carbs at dinner. Don't eat those at night because otherwise you're going to get fat.
And it's dinner and done. You eat dinner and then you are done. The kitchen is closed. Even if you are still
every single day, Erin.
Every day, Erin.
She even tells people to pack a scale with them on vacation.
It's true.
She takes scales on vacation.
But she's a registered dietitian who lost 100 pounds. Like how many years ago? 20 years ago? 25 years ago? She lost it in high school. Yeah. So that's her biggest thing. Yeah, Erin, she's wild. She is wild. Log everything. Yeah. I mean, it's got some pretty twisty requirements in 2B mindset, but that one, they tried to make that one seem like it's like so much healthier. And it is just another disordered plan, in my opinion.
Very
disordered. So why not try that first? And then we are going to guide them through this.
You're not qualified to guide them
behavior.
Don't guide them through anything. Don't. And he just said you're to guide them through their behaviors.
You're not.
No. You simply purchased a Total Solutions pack. And that's what they did. They're not anymore or like equipped.
I'm going through. I finished the precision nutrition level 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting the sleep and stress one. So eventually I can get to level 2, and that's their master health coach. Even then, I'm still going to be taking courses on behavior change. I'm like, oh my gosh. They have no idea. They don't. No. In the training that these partners, coaches get from their uplines, there is nothing about what they need to do to be qualified, even remotely, to help people with their mindset and their behaviors.
Emery, that's fantastic.
Change with simplicity. That's what the block structure.
It is not simplicity. Not simplicity.
Not Autumn's programs.
No.
Structure's about simplicity. Will be their mentors, their cheerleaders, and their support system. Together, we'll ensure they achieve their goals and maintain a healthy lifestyle for the long run. So,
you cannot guarantee that. And if that is the case, then why aren't your current partners, Erin, they changed it from coaches to partners because that makes it better, but they're still doing the same thing anyway. Your partners can't do it either.
Nope.
So how are they supposed to be helping people with this?
I mean, we see Kat every Monday. Starting.
Back on track. Let's get back on track. Super easy. Back on track.
How many people can we help? There's more opportunity than we can even process, honestly. If each of our partners, every person that in this room and every person that you represent on your teams, if you just sold one total solution pack a month, it would change the trajectory of your productivity and the productivity of the entire company.
I was totally hoping that he would say at that point, if you sold one pack and everyone on your team sold one pack, then that would equal a certain number of packs so we could figure out how many coaches they have, because they won't tell you. They won't tell you. Oh, he's going to mention, Ray, he's going to mention the arena in just a second.
It would ignite a change in the well-being of the entire world. That is what we're trying to accomplish.
They're not available in the entire world. What is he talking about? We should start calling him Mr.
Oh, the self-delusional grandeur. Oh my
Can we
God.
start talking about him as Mr. Worldwide? Mr. Worldwide. Let's go, Carl.
The
Quite
market was
frankly,
saturated, and now there are too many former coaches who know better. Yeah,
Well,
we're getting there.
And that's one of the
We need
problems.
more.
One of the problems specifically with BODi, because his big business strategy right now is to try and reactivate the 14 million prior customers that they have. That's a large number, sir. So just saying.
with the July 28-day action plan training, we need you to show up for that. Those daily activities in the 28-day action plan in July will give every partner the specific activities to refill this pipeline and build their own tempo of posting so they can get on track at a minimum to sell that one total solution pack every month to a customer, at a minimum. But why settle for one a month when there are millions of people who need what you represent? Do you see how important July and the 28-day action plan can be for the people that you represent? It's just like Sabrina said, get in the room. And the room in July is the action plan. And now we have chop wood, carry water. It goes one step further. A fountain of youth that can change lives.
Program.
Okay. Fountain.
They didn't do it. Like,
Did you
he
see
was
that-
doing it. I saw nobody. Like, they were all pushing Autumn's super block.
And to be prepared to go into gut protocol. It was interesting. I did see someone, who was it? Ashley McClellan, I think. She did one full round and she was like, oh my gosh, this was transformative. I cried during every workout. Like, it just was everything. And I can't wait to do another one. She was about 1 week into the second time through and she's like, this just isn't what my body wants right now.
I saw some people talking about it and saying they had to stop because he talked too much. And he was like a little condescending while he was talking. Yeah. I only saw the sample workout, but I'm just like, it's not
and my concern with that was it was not a beginner program. And the opportunity to injure yourself, especially when you're doing animal flow, is pretty high, in my opinion. So that it was kind of,
you need a lot of shoulder and hip mobility, ankle mobility, and core strength.
knee stuff, like all of it. Yeah, they should call the company Autumn. Yeah, they should.
people are truly engaged in their surroundings, back in touch with their mobility, agility, strength, and power. Chop wood, carry water gets people in the mindset that goes beyond weight loss, beyond muscles and abs, and reconnects them with what it feels like to be alive, to be fit and agile. And this is the beauty of what we built this year, where we would lose so many people to their old habits once they finished a program. Now we have the ease and accessibility.
Like your top 10. Stop. Call.
We wouldn't go back. Well, we'd go back into old habits for like a week, and then we would have to start the new program. But we would go back into old habits for a week so we could gain weight, so we can get that first picture, and then we can lose the weight and have the transformation picture at the end.
Yep. And now you're doing that every single month with these super blocks, because that's what you're probably pushing, because you're not doing the same number of programs, of official programs. And so
The week off for the super blocks gets me every single time because they aren't working hard enough to have a deload week.
No, they're not. They're not.
Miss Erin, are you still here? Have you had a deload week recently?
So it's interesting. So yeah, it seemed like he did admit, like,
yes,
if he is going to be honest, let's see, I'm gonna go back. Jess, are you drinking out of a mythical mug, Jen?
No, it's the Glute Max. It's the muscle.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So it has the origins, the insertions, the actions, fun fact, fast facts, IT bands. That's your Glute Max.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
It's my favorite.
That's amazing.
Ability of the BODi blocks and the variety of the monthly super blocks to keep them going from month to month to month. Please hear me now. We have a mission at this company to help people achieve their goals and lead healthy, fulfilling lives. This is the mission of this company, and I'll dare say, my mission. And to achieve that mission, we need to see that you, our partners, are in it with us. We need you to step up. We need to see the partners who are serious about making something of this opportunity. You need to show up and participate in the 28-day action plan in July. If you don't, you're sending us a signal. And as we look ahead to Team Cup in August, that is another imperative. We need to see you participate, be in the room for the Team Cup. It's another way that we measure the commitment of the field to the business model and the mission. And with the launch of the 4-week gut protocol promotion, plus the new free cookbook for August and September, we have the ability to help people go even further with their healthy transformation by helping improve their gut. There's what they call the second brain. Look, innovations and breakthroughs only look obvious in the rearview mirror. You gotta trust them. You have to show up and make them happen by sheer force of will.
Do you think that's what he was counting on for his Tour de Pants? Tour de France? Do you think that's what he was? Okay, wait, I may have to. I'm saying my pause game is strong on this. I need to
DC would be proud.
right? I'm just saying. I'm just making a little note about the time for that screenshot because that's amazing. I'm just saying.
16 years ago, when we realized that the most powerful way to help more people with our programs was to let the customer have a share of the revenue when they influence people to start, we didn't know it would grow to this scale, but we believed it could.
Then maybe he should have done affiliate marketing and not an MLM structure if he truly if that's what his goal was.
Yep.
We didn't know we would develop the world's first superfood shake and it would rocket us to over $1 billion a year in revenue. And now it's evolved.
Pause. Superfood is a marketing term. There is no such thing as a superfood.
No. Okay, so I wasn't
All
able
marketing.
to download oh god. Is it Fitness Chef? Is he the one who does all the amazing reels?
Yes.
Okay. Today, he talks that superfood is just a made up term, is one of his red flags today, if they use the word superfood.
Yep.
So just saying, made up term.
It's all marketing.
Into this new category of superfood desserts, replacing sweets and healthy, delicious,
Somebody
creating
sent me
healthy,
a post
delicious.
the other day, a screenshot of someone making a Shakeology mug cake. I don't like dessert, but I'm going to force myself to eat this because it's a superfood dessert.
Oh, I got that
Did
too.
you get that one?
Yes.
You shouldn't have to force yourself to eat this.
No. And do you remember now they're giving you all of these recipes to cook Shakeology? We were told we couldn't cook Shakeology
Yeah,
because
don't cook it.
ruin the nutrients. But now because they're desperate, that doesn't matter anymore. Go ahead.
Swaps for people to satisfy their sweet tooth. That's easy to make. Things will always change, but these changes don't turn into opportunities unless we show up and make them opportunities. We didn't know we would have to evolve from DVDs into a subscription to the largest catalog of fitness content in the world. We didn't know we'd go through a pandemic that would disrupt life as we know it and create social dynamics that we're only beginning to navigate. But once again, that's life. Change happens. My point is, everything will always change. I said it in the open, everything. And when there's change, the only way to not let change run you over and get the best of you is to take control. Turn the change into opportunity. Because despite all this, one thing that does not change, people will always deserve to be healthy. They deserve to feel good. And that's something that we've always known.
He's not wrong.
Right?
When he was wrong was when he said you have to earn your health.
Mm-hmm.
And that was recent.
Yep. Yeah, and Stacey, I would totally agree. Where he's like, just sell one, like one pack. It was always 3 was our goal, but we're just fine. Bring it back to 1. Like, we got to do something. He is desperate beyond all imagination.
We knew that while we were working to help more people, we would do it with a fierce commitment and a constant creativity that has no equal in the industry. That would be our commitment. And we knew it wouldn't be easy. It would be filled with these changes and obstacles and ups and downs. And we knew that as long as we never forget the mission, help people achieve their goals and lead healthy, fulfilling lives.
And make me lots of money. That's what he's saying. He wants money. It's money. And that's what you can see that when they do any of their opportunity calls. They're not talking about health, and they're not talking about the number of people that they can help get on a health esteem routine. It's how many sales can you get and how much volume can you build and how many people can you recruit. That's it. That's what they care about.
And in comes the $99 bundle.
Right. Weight loss bundle.
Through the end of the year. It's only available through the end of the year, so they can pad the numbers.
Yep.
We would constantly be winning just on that one metric. So we're constantly experimenting, failing, trying new things, collecting successes, trying more things, all in the pursuit of this mission that nobody has been able to solve. We will always be on track if we're always trying to achieve that mission, our North Star. Help people achieve their goals and lead healthy, fulfilling lives. Help people achieve their goals and lead healthy, fulfilling, happy lives. Let's help people achieve their goals.
Stop it.
And lead healthy, fulfilling lives. That's what it is. As we wrap up this year's summit, obviously, I am so grateful to you guys. There's fewer people in the seats than were here the opening day. They're around, they're doing something. But you guys showed up. So I want you to know you're the ones I'm counting on, because you're the ones that show up.
Because so few people are still there. They all bailed. And this is the closing session. This would have been Sunday morning, because don't they do it morning?
You want to know where everybody was? Sleeping off hangovers.
Probably. Well, or waiting because they're like, the celebration's tonight and I want to go to the celebration. I don't care what he's talking about here. We've heard the same speech the entire summit.
Same exact speech he gave when I went in 2017.
Yep. Year after year. It is
minus the Ozempic stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Minus the desperation. Oh no, the desperation was there. It just wasn't as deep.
I am counting on you.
They all look like they're being held hostage. Like, please blink twice. They're like looking up like,
blink, blink.
Be done. Be done.
In here are a community unlike any I have met or seen in the world. I saw it on that street this morning. I see it here today. Your support and willingness to uplift one another, no matter what, is uncommon in a world of trolls and critics and people who want to inflict their...
Hey, it's me. Are we the problem? Are we the...
I guess it's us.
Is it us? We're the problem. Is us? Just
it's not them. Never.
And it's interesting. Anyone who brings up any other idea is clearly a troll. Clearly. A hater.
Failures.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. We're just jealous. We're just jealous. Yeah, no, he's going to keep talking about it. You just wait. Ooh. Have you switched to something something a little bit stronger to drink yet, Jen?
No, I have water now.
Oh, you're going to need something after this next part.
Can you take a gummy
on others?
You very well may need one.
So that they can identify with their pain, but don't fall for it. Your effort as we go into July.
Rewind that back a second.
Did you catch that? Let's see. I think I was. Let's see, maybe. I think it was like.
Yeah, let's just start from there.
Right there.
On that street this morning, I see it here today. Your support and willingness to uplift one another, no matter what,
You should read
is
personal
uncommon in a world of trolls and critics and people who want to inflict their pain on others so that they can identify with their pain. But don't fall for it.
Pause. Hey, Carl. Hi. Not in pain. Spent years going to therapy, working with actual professionals to overcome the nonsense that I dealt with in your company. Not in pain. Just because I share about a negative experience doesn't mean I'm in pain. When I was in pain, I couldn't share.
Yep.
I couldn't.
And
I hate them.
and guess what? This is why I share, Carl. Let me find this Instagram message today that said, let's see. I'm looking at your stories and page because I happened on a video after researching the first thing and the last thing. I almost became a partner again to buy it until I saw your YouTube video. That, my friend, is why we do what we do.
Yep.
So that was sent to Brittany Morgan. She and I did a video on first thing and last thing.
Yeah.
Why did
I'll
we do
share. We talked to somebody personal development.
Oh, call.
I shared this one last time.
Strong women lift each other up. Oh, love it.
Okay. If y'all want to do a book club in October, I will do one with this book.
Ooh.
Free 99.
I will have to look at that one. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It's not, I feel guilty because of the pain that I potentially inflicted on others when I was part of your company. That is one of the reasons that I do this. I had to overcome a lot of things from your company. That is why I do this. So it's not being a troll or a hater. It's actually caring about people and trying to help them, which is what we tried to do when we were in your company.
And if he had any ounce of empathy or compassion, he would stop calling people who speak out and share their stories haters and trolls.
Yeah. It would look a lot better for him. Sorry, I'm opening up some macadamia nuts because that sounded really good today. All right.
My kid just texted me, "What's for dinner?" I'm like, I don't know. My week got thrown off.
Well, mine apparently found the spaghetti because they were like, "Hey, do you want spaghetti and meatballs?" So apparently I was able to direct them to the meatballs.
Your effort as we go into July to help people is going to shine light into the world, and that is what the world needs right now. It is mission critical in a world of change and pain that we show up with light and love and belief in what we're doing.
Light, love, belief.
Mission critical. Yeah, for your company.
Mm-hmm. You are correct. It is mission critical right now.
Oh.
Thank you. 33-cent stock today.
Your commitment to get your team on board from here is critical. It's critical to us helping people. None of us can afford to let our dreams just sort of mingle with an attitude of fatigue or playing victim. We can't afford it. I know we're tired.
He cannot afford
happens.
anything.
And I know that sometimes you're like, it gets confusing. You show up for yourself and show up for the people that you help. That's the simplicity of the business. That's how
it is not simplistic at all. If you look at your compensation plan, that is not simplistic at all. You make this complicated.
It works. We have to take control of the situation with that simplicity. Show up, shut down the negative, blast love and creativity, love and productivity, love and a license of self-respect.
Okay, though, here's one of the problems with this. By saying that we just need to have positivity and love, he's creating this echo chamber and a place where it is not okay to bring forward any critical thinking because you're told that that is negative and that is not allowed. Your questions get deleted. No. Things shouldn't always be sunshine and rainbows. That's just not how it works. So telling people that they have to show up with positivity all the time is so toxic. That is
I've been in my group that I run knows, they know what's been going on. I'm not eating, I'm sharing. It's it's not all here's what I can do today, and tomorrow I'm going to do what I can do tomorrow. It's like,
And 100% is going to be, this is my 100% today. This is 100% of what I have to give today. And like you said, it's going to be different tomorrow, and that's okay. But I felt so guilty. And that's one of the reasons that, you know, for example, Anita, right? She was portraying this amazing business is great. Here are my weight loss results, until like one day flipped. And then it's like, oh, wait, things suck. So if they really suck, you can't say that.
nope.
You can't say that. It's not allowed. He's telling you right now, don't talk about that. We don't talk
No,
about this.
my old upline has been also participating with Herbal Face Food and with Trim Fit. And then like she went on in her stories the other day, it was my fault. I need to show up better. I just need, I'm like, oh my Lord, it wasn't good. And so she's saying it wasn't good. And she's like, I'm reinvesting. And I'm just like, I think there's a lot, we're going to see a lot of the partners who started shilling Herbal Face Food and Trim Fit come back to Beachbody, because they're realizing that well is going to dry up even more, even faster than bodies will.
This. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Absolutely.
Toward anyone and everyone that we can help. They deserve their own self-respect, and we will give it to them. I am truly, humbly.
You can't give someone else self-respect.
Nope.
That's not how that works.
And I mean, you can respect other people and show empathy and compassion, but you only have the capacity to do that for people who follow everything you say.
Yep. Yeah, no.
Grateful for everything that you will do with the information and inspiration that you're going to take from San Antonio this year. But sitting here taking notes for 3 days, that's not the work. The work actually starts now.
This is his standard apparel and has been for the last 15 years.
Yes. He's
Doesn't
just
he?
not wearing a plain blue button down. That one is DC's favorite.
It's
the plain
true.
blue. Yeah.
It's
So
true.
I remember going to Summit and leaving with a notebook full of notes. Well, only for the first day. And then my friend and I sat around, looked at each other, and saw all these women crying, listening to Shalene Johnson. And I'm just like, why is everyone crying? This is weird. And then Brenda Burchard, everybody's crying. I'm like, is there something wrong with me because I'm not crying? like I have feelings. I don't get it. But I didn't do anything. Like it didn't. Like you go look through them when I got home. Like I didn't learn anything.
No, the same stuff that you hear on every team call, on your national wake up calls. Like it was nothing earth shattering or really even new.
Our blend, chopped wood, carry water, morning meltdown, 4-week gut protocol, the 28-day action.
Did you see people doing the morning meltdown block? I didn't see that one either.
The only people I saw doing it were the ones that were being shared on Jericho's page.
Okay.
Action plan, Team Cup. If you're looking for an easy opportunity, this ain't it. If you're looking for an unprecedented and amazing opportunity to feel amazing as you're helping people, that is what we offer.
Did Kat write this part of
Seize
the
this
script?
frickin' opportunity. Let's
Amazing.
change lives, make a difference, create a brighter, healthier future for ourselves, families, for the world around.
Okay. Jen, do you want to explain what chop wood carry water is?
It is a strength training program, which also has a mobility focused. The movements are called animal flow. They're not easy. They're hard. But it's strength and mobility based program, which is why they didn't like it.
An animal flow is like, I enjoy animal flow, but holy buckets, it's hard.
Yeah.
It is hard. It is really hard.
He is such a grifter. And what's crazy is on one of an ad for him popped up on one of my backup accounts on Instagram. Like, I'm like, ugh. And I keep seeing Josh Coates on push.
Oh, I'm still getting Josh Coates stuff. You know that I went to his training. Do you know I did that?
Did you do it?
Mm-hmm. Sure did. Morning Meltdown is the program that Jericho developed. Originally, it was a 100-day program and it had like great music. It was a combination of all different things. Like there was some boxing type work, right? There was all kinds of different.
Plyometrics, boxing, weights. I did the sample workout for the super
yeah.
block, and it actually was. I'm like, this is actually a good leg day. It's a lot of volume, but it's so much better than Autumn's.
Right?
Oh my god!
It's so interesting to me. The ones that they have that actually create some acceptable programs, they don't get the same level of push that Autumn does.
Around us, together we can achieve anything that we decide to achieve, but it's up to us. It is up to you, and only limited by our courage, our resilience, and our creativity. Thank you for coming to San Antonio. Here's to a huge last week of June and a massive July. I'll see you at the 28-day action plan. Thank you, everybody. We are Beachbody, and we are now BODi.
Is that not
the end of that?
We are Beachbody. I mean, never mind. I changed the name.
Oh, Carl. Yeah, we go back to, remember, we haven't watched the first part of it. And in his opening speech, he essentially says that the experts haven't been able to solve the obesity epidemic and the crisis. So now us non-experts, we're going to be the ones to solve it.
Yep.
So he's inflating these people thinking they're going to be able to solve this crisis when they're not.
Yeah, he's so messed up. Yes, he did. Oops, I forgot what company I was in.
Right.
Totally forgot it. Yeah, it's interesting. Just watching and comparing this summit with last summit. Last summit, they showed a lot more of the sessions. They streamed them virtually a lot more. But you can tell his level of desperation is increasing. And yes, I would say there's a huge difference depending on who wrote the program. Autumn would not be able to write the same programs that Shanti and Amalia are writing. She does not have Jericho. She doesn't have the experience. She doesn't have any of them, really. I mean, I didn't see Andrea Rogers' program because did anybody really see Andrea Rogers' program? I don't think anybody did it, but I don't know.
They hyped her up and went away. Lacey was the first one, and she's gone away. And autumn. It's all autumn.
Mm-hmm. All autumn all the time. And now it's going to be all Shanti all the time.
Yeah, even though I think the Lift More Super Block is supposed to be coming up soon.
Oh, is it really?
I wonder if he'll finish filming this one.
Oh, yikes. Wait, you wonder if he's going to finish filming it? What do you mean?
He was out filming it and he got exhausted. So they stopped, but he was out partying every night with his Rat Pack guy friends.
Here's the interesting thing is that, like, do they not realize they share literally everything on social media so people know that when they're lying?
Well, I mean, Megan shares everything on social media. So
that's true.
But
that is very true.
Yeah.
Oh, my husband. I was like, wait, is my husband coming in? He did come in. I missed that. Yeah, no, it's wild. Does anyone have any other questions in the comment section for a couple minutes, maybe? Yeah, no, it's getting worse. What's the next super block? So right now they're doing the 4 weeks for everybody. Do you know what the next one is?
Looking now.
I do have, if there are some rankings that you're curious on.
Muscle burns fat.
Oh, it's MBFK. I do have rankings of like the top 300 coaches or so. So if you have a question on someone, I may be able to tell you that. I'm almost done updating it as of the end of August. But if you have a question on someone, I can look at that. There are some of these that just don't make any sense to me, though. Like, let's talk about some of these numbers. This coach, I don't even know who she is, but she went from number 383 to number 204 to number 104. Like, how? She's one I want to look at, because that is such a drastic one. But then look at this poor coach. Started at 75, then went to 148, then went to 165, and then went to 199. It is so hard to maintain if you're not one of these top coaches. Moira started the year. So the first one that I have, she was at 227. Then she went, you can tell when stuff started to get real, right? So now she went to 115, and then 84, and then 65. In my opinion, these top coaches are in a panic.
Yep.
And you can tell by what they're starting to do. People are dropping, in my opinion, right and left. This person was at 59, went to 138, to 158, to 196. It is so difficult to maintain rank and maintain the levels that you have to. This poor person was at 116 and then went to 239 and then went to 281.
Damn.
Like,
yeah, Lindsay Mattaway is actually.
So let's talk about Lindsay. So Lindsay started at 42. She's been really consistent. She was at 42, then she was at 37, and then 38 and 38. So she has been one that has definitely been showing a lot more. Melanie was 48 and then went to 49 and then went to 52 and then went to 57. So Melanie is going down in the rankings. Ashley, I think it's interesting, especially to see where the previous top coaches are now. So Ashley Molstad was at 55 and then 67 and then 75. I haven't updated her one, but I've got it. Let me look. So I don't have her latest one updated yet. Let's look. Where is she? Wouldn't she be considered the West, or is she Central?
I think she'd be West.
I maybe just missed. There's no way that she's not on it anymore. Natasha Pearson is still number 1. And Jess Dukes is still number 2. Oh, Ashley Molstad, 83. So she's been steadily going down. But here's the thing. It's amazing to me that she's still at 83 and she hasn't been doing much of anything.
Nope.
I mean, even Angie Belmar, who said that, oh, dang it, I don't have her ranking in here because she's Canada. I don't have the Canada ones, but she was ranking fairly high, even though she's not doing anything.
Yep.
Like,
I mean, Ashley is shilling her grift with the nutritionist, and they just did the retreat last weekend.
Oh.
And then the next day she's home, just puffy faced and hungover, and just like, how are you?
No, it is wild. And I guess I could take Anita Myron off my list now. I just see her still on there. Yeah, so it is getting rough over there. And we will be here to continue to talk about it. So there's that. Yeah. Yep. Anything else you wanted to talk about? Oh, I guarantee they're hitting their downlines hard. I've seen some of the team pages and some of this stuff. It's funny. And did you see that they are switching? They're not going to be posting anything anymore on the Facebook
Nope.
page.
Now it's a private. Yeah, I saw that.
They have this app that they want to use instead because they think that by doing that, we're not going to get any information.
We have insiders still. Thanks.
I'm just saying, people send us stuff all the time because of just the dumpster fire that is out there. So we get things all the time. We get training programs. We get like calls, all of it, right? They are moving to an app to avoid us. Absolutely, they are. And that's not going to work. Oh, Ashley did the Post Retreat podcast today, or DC did it. Oh. I wasn't able to join her call or her live earlier because I was lifing.
I was visiting my dad, which he's on his way home.
Oh, good. Okay. I was gonna say, how is he doing?
Gallbladders are fun.
Ooh, it's wild. It's amazing how sick it can make you, how quickly.
He had no symptoms leading up until this past Friday, but gangrene. Sorry, guys, we're getting a little gross right now.
Oh my gosh.
Filled with gallstones, and part of it was dead.
And it happened that quickly?
No, we think it's been happening for a while, but he finally started feeling shitty on Friday.
He was asymptomatic.
Yeah. Wow. He was trying to blame a brisket quesadilla he ate on Friday night, and then eggs Benedict Saturday morning. And I'm just like, no, Dad, this has been going on for a while.
No. Yeah. It is a tiny organ that does some crazy damage.
He thought it was an intestinal blockage for the longest time. And I was like, you're going to the hospital.
You should have had him try gut protocol and see if
that's like, let's do gut protocol, Dad. Here you go.
Here you go, Dad. We're going to remove all joy and welcome to broccoli.
Oh, he's already sad about not being able to eat ice cream.
Oh, snap. Oh, I bought one of the Ninja Creamies. Have you tried them?
Thanks, Sam. He's doing really well. I have not, and I don't have space for it, and I don't want to, and especially now since Autumn has a partnership with them.
Oh, she has a partnership with them?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's gross. That is gross.
Sick. Oh, dang.
Yikes. Yikes. Well, yeah. I'm glad that Dad Jen is doing great.
Yes.
That he'll get there. Hopefully the recovery isn't too bad. I don't know what the recovery for that is like.
He's taking at least 4 weeks off of work. so
yeah.
He'll be resting and recovering, and he's just not allowed to pick and lift and bend and get stuff up. So
does he live close to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the next few weeks, you're going to be bending and picking and lifting stuff up.
No, my mom and sister are there.
Oh, even better. Even better.
Thanks.
Oh, everyone is sending your dad good wishes. So let your dad know that YouTube has his back and that we're sending him all the good vibes. So
he can't wait to get back to hiking and hunting and fishing.
I mean, it's so hard when you get like sidelined. Do you know this? Like, we both have been down for such a long time this last year.
Yep.
It removes my kids. We went, I don't remember where we went. And they were like, oh, did you guys do fun stuff this summer? And they were like, no, my mom was on the couch. Like, I had surgery right before school ended. And so we did nothing. We did nothing fun. And my kids made sure that everybody knows that we did nothing fun.
We don't usually do anything over the summer because we get 2 weeks in October, 2 weeks in the winter, and then 2 weeks in March.
Well, and it's too hot down there. Like, I wouldn't do anything either.
Yeah. And Anthony can't take vacation during the summer. So it's a company-wide blackout. So we just
Yep, is what it is. Yeah, no, I told my kids, I'm like, just breathe. We'll do something fun eventually. Right. That's why we went to Disneyland like back in March. That should do you for a couple of years. So stop.
Exactly.
Stop it.
And your pocketbooks.
And oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. Although I will say, with our kids, we take them on a senior trip, and the next one that just graduated in May wants to do Disney World. So we're now, but it will be my husband, me, and that child. That's it. So we're gonna, but who knows when that will be, because it just like is not lining up. Life's ridiculous. That's what I'm gonna say. Well, my friend, there's more summit stuff that we can definitely talk about. I also have in the opening. Did you watch Melanie Mitro's?
Her same speech that she gives every single year.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew this, but Matt did not support her.
Matt didn't support her at all.
Nope.
Not at all.
Not at all. Her husband was a jerk, and she makes sure that all of that is known.
Oh, man. Operation on your hip and then sprained your ankle 6 weeks ago.
Is it the same side? Because it's almost like, would you rather have it be the same side, or would you rather have it be, I don't know what would be worse.
Ankle sprains are it's like ankle sprains are horrible.
They're so hard to heal.
Why? I'm glad my tendon was actually torn.
Sam, my love to you, because seriously, the whole like not being able to walk thing, it kind of puts a damper on.
The only good thing about that was I didn't have to cook dinner for a month and a half.
I
need to figure out what's for dinner tonight.
Oh, man.
Dad going to the hospital kind of threw off everything. So.
Well, my friend, I'm going to let you go so that you can go get dinner for your family live stream. You guys have been awesome. Replay crew, we love you too. If you guys can make sure and like the stream, that will help very much. And yeah, we're good to go. You guys are amazing, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.